Hello and welcome to ESL Revolution, everyone. I am your content creator and professor, Dr. B. Welcome back to the channel. You're going to be seeing this on the Friday. So, happy Friday, everybody. It is the weekend. I hope you're doing all very, very well. This is a special shout out to all of my fellow teachers who are probably on summer vacation right now. So, enjoy your time, because after COVID-19 term, you all deserve it. Well, what is on tap for my mini dive? Well, we are looking at the third different web app that you can use for your class. We've talked, first of all, of Google Classroom. Second of all, we talked about Storyboard that's right, because I forgot. And now I want to tell you a little bit about Flipgrid and why this is good for your ESL classroom. Here we go. Okay, so we are jumping into a 5 to 10 minute introduction video on Flipgrid. Why is this so good? Well, for an ESL environment, sometimes it is particularly helpful where you might want to carry the language conversation on outside the classroom. Now, this is especially important for a place like Korea, where I am, where ESL doesn't actually exist because it is not a second language. It is a foreign language, EFL, so a slight difference there. And one of the things that I've noticed in my years of teaching is primarily English does not get used outside the classroom environment, primarily because, well, they're learning English to study for an exam, not necessarily to utilize it on a day-to-day basis. And that's what Flipgrid, or that's why Flipgrid, I think, can be such a useful tool for EFL or ESL teachers, because it allows for the conversation to continue long after the classroom is over or the class is over. So what Flipgrid allows us to do essentially is to engage students in follow-up activities or in a Q&A session, or even remote learning, whereby we can extend the classroom activity into something a little bit different and have the students on their computers, on their phones, on their tablets, whatever tech they use, to then, well, actually you don't even need that, and I'll get to that in a second, but it allows them to continue with the conversation, continue learning, continue utilizing those skills of ESL, which when they come back to the classroom will allow them to kind of meld previous class with this class, and then you've got the Flipgrid right in between. So adding this into your participation score, or even a different way of doing a group presentation, the possibilities are limitless. Anyway, so let me just get in today. So that's the why I think this program is particularly helpful. Let's get into the how. How do we sign up? Well, you can see right at this button here, it says Educator Sign Up. Ding, that's me. Ding, that's you. So we click on here and we go into the website. There we go. Now, obviously, I'm already in here because this is my setup. We're gonna go over here for a moment. So this is I've actually kind of set this up for second semester, because I think these are the classes that I'm going to be teaching for September. So you can see this set up now. I would recommend using your Google account just to then get into the system. It's probably the easiest way. And if all of your students have Google IDs or Google accounts, Gmail accounts, it makes everything really integrative, because Flipgrid can be used within Google Classroom as well, which again means that you're integrating these various sources. Now, so as you can see, you're in here and you have, I've used student ID in this case. So if I'm going to click on this here, I'm going to see that the Thursday 1 p.m. advanced conversation, that's the class that I'm using. Here's my code. So I would be, and you can see here that there's a different code for each class. So no matter what classroom I'm using, I could then use this, give them the code. The students would then, let's go back to the front here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Wow, it's not taking me back. I must have skipped something there. Okay, so you can see here where it says enter a flip code, the students then would enter that classroom code, Trowbridge, blah, 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 into there, and that would automatically take the students into your flip. Okay, so that's basically how it gets set up. Very, very easy. In the login section, I think that will take us, no, that will take me right back here. Now, there's all sorts of different things in here that you could use. So what I would recommend doing is, don't pay for the program yet. Just go in and play around with it a little bit. See how you like it. Now, again, the reason why for an ESL or EFL, why I think this is so important is because it allows the students to keep talking during the off-class hours. And more importantly, it allows students to respond to other students. Now, how do we do this? Let me just go down here. So if I'm doing something like this, say hello, I would, so this is, it says, say hello, share a fun fact about yourself. And then my friend has already done this for me. Hang on a second. Where is my little... All right, so there's my friend Eric, and thank you, Eric, because you're now on YouTube video. So what I can do then is I can send video feedback back to somebody else. Okay, so, and in the settings, actually, I can change that around where everybody in the classroom can see each other. And so it allows for that conversation to continue. Let's say somebody really likes video games and another student says, hey, I like video games. I'm going to respond to that student and I'm going to ask them what kind of video games they like to play. Well, in Korea, we've got all sorts of PUBG and Sudden Attack and all these other games that students might like. Well, then they can start talking about them and maybe they can team up in the game, play something in real life where suddenly this sort of program has allowed for real life connection in a very positive way. So in the next video, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be going a little bit more in depth, not too much, but a little bit more in depth in order to help you understand how this whole thing works. So that's it for the short. I hope you have a great day. Happy Friday, everybody, and I will see you on the flip side. No pun intended. See you later, everybody. Be the revolution.